Hi everyone, my name is Mallory and today's video will be focused on Vinyasa for Beginners. So what does that mean? It can mean so many different things to so many different people. Today what it is going to mean is we are going to break down what a standard Vinyasa class may look like. And when I say standard, I mean if you see a yoga studio schedule saying that they have Vinyasa style classes, or you see a video online saying Vinyasa yoga, these poses, these asanas, these things we're going to go through will be hopefully pretty similar to what you could experience. There are a lot of different kinds of yoga. Vinyasa is directly from Ashtanga yoga, so it comes through that, and there are a lot of other kinds underneath that and within that and in between the lines. Um, so depending where you are and what you enjoy doing, this might be a style that you enjoy, maybe not, and that's okay. Just a little bit more of a chance to explore what a class could look like. So we're going to start with a warm up and then building on a flow, flowing a little bit and using different asanas, different poses within the realm of that. And then we're going to do a cool down. So the whole class itself is going to be quite a few different poses, asanas, and a structure of a class. So we are going to spend that a little bit of extra time breaking things down. So even if you aren't a beginner and you just want that extra time to maybe focus on alignment or seeing what a pose looks like or feels like in your body, having a little bit more room for exploration, this could be a good option. Either way, feel free to join us. Focus on your breath, focus on your body, how you're feeling. Just really take those few extra moments to acknowledge where you're at. And I hope you enjoy. Today we will get started on our backs. So once you're ready, gently come down, finding a comfortable position. And begin to feel your shoulders, your hips, and your heels connect to your mat. Make any minor adjustments needed. Maybe slightly roll the shoulders underneath you. And see if you can allow yourself to just sink a little bit deeper. Letting go of all the thoughts in your head, anything that happened prior to class. Just trying to be here in this moment. Start to draw attention to your breath. Maybe bringing one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. Feeling the natural rise and fall of your chest. Seeing if you can deepen your breath. Lengthening your inhales and your exhales to match one another. If you brought an intention with you that you'd like to focus on today's class, you can begin to think about that now. If you're looking for guidance, I offer up the thought of just focusing on your breath. If you find yourself struggling or not feeling so great, see if you can come back to the rhythm of your breath, using it as a guide. We will begin our class here with 3 community breaths. Exhale out all the stale air in your belly, open mouth release. Deep full belly inhale. Open mouth exhale. Deep inhale here. Open mouth, let it all go. One last full deep inhale, feel your belly rise, chest, lungs expand. Open mouth to release. Sealing the lips as you inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Continue with this breath, creating a slight constriction in the back of your throat. Your Ujjayi pranayama, used to build heat. When you're ready, take a full body stretch, reaching your hands overhead,
pointing through the toes. Maybe rock your head side to side. Then begin to draw your knees into your chest, giving yourself a nice tight squeeze. Begin to rock your knees side to side, massaging out your lower spine. Knees go left to right, feeling your hip bones connecting deep to your mat. And start to draw small circles to your right, drawing little tiny circles on the ceiling. Eventually making those circles a little bit larger. Feeling the movement from the base of your tailbone all the way up to your shoulder blades as your circles get larger. Your next time through center, reverse the direction. Small circles to the left, eventually getting bigger. And when you're ready, bring yourself into a happy baby to start. Hands can come to the outsides of your feet or the insides. If your hamstrings are feeling really tight, just bring your hands behind your knees. Be really gentle here to start. No need to force it. Just allow your hips and your hamstrings to gently open. Maybe gently sway side to side. Releasing your grip from your feet, pressing your heels up towards the sky for imaginary legs up the wall. Hands can come down to your sides or gently resting on your thighs. Point and flex through your feet a few times, roll out through your ankles. Allow the blood flow to return back down to your core. This is a great everyday stretch to take. Bring your hands behind your knees. Begin to rock and roll the length of your spine. Take slow rolls to start, working from the base of your tailbone to the tip of your head, warming up the spine and the rest of your body. Eventually, we will meet in a boat pose, shins coming parallel to your mat. You can always drop your heels down if this is uncomfortable for you, or place your hands behind you for support. Otherwise, rolling your shoulders back, keep your heart lifted, extending your arms out long. If you want to try straightening the front legs for a little bit of an extra challenge, go right ahead. Keep breathing here, low belly staying active. Really use that Ujjayi pranayama. Keep breathing. And slowly rock yourself over into a tabletop position. Shoulders stacking over your wrists, hips over your knees, neutral spine. From your tabletop position, moving into cat and cows. Cow pose, pull your heart forward as you lift your tailbone up high towards the sky. Really pull your shoulders blades back towards one another. Cat pose on your exhale, rounding through the spine, gazing towards your navel. Inhale to cow, lengthen as you lift. Exhale to cat pose, rounding through the spine. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Continue flowing this on your own. One breath to one movement. And add in anything extra that feels good here to your body. If you want to roll out through the hips, maybe take exaggerated movements, anything that your body is calling for here, take this time to take any movements you need. Keep using a steady breath. Take one more round of cat and cow. We'll meet back in a tabletop. From your tabletop position, neutralizing the spine once again, hands come one palm print forward and lift up into downward facing dog. Tailbone reaching up high towards the sky. Take some movement in your feet right away. Lift one heel and then the other. Pedaling through the feet, maybe taking deep bends into your knees and straightening. Warming up the hamstrings, the back, the rest of the body. Find some stillness in your downward facing dog. Reaching the hips up nice and high, heels actively reaching to your mat. And slowly tiptoe to the top of your mat, toes behind your wrists, meeting in a ragdoll. Head and neck are nice and heavy. Keep a generous bend in your knees. Option to bring hands to opposite elbows here. Gently sway side to side if that feels good. If you're looking for more of a chest and shoulder opening, you can bring your hands to your lower back, beginning to lift your palms up to the sky. Shaking your head yes and no to release any remaining tension in your body. Wherever you are, gently release your hands down to your mat. Slowly, one vertebrae at a time, rise to stand, meeting in mountain pose, Tadasana. Guarding through all four corners of your feet, all 10 fingers reaching up nice and high. Relax the shoulders. Hands to heart center, Samastiti. Roll the shoulders back, keep the heart lifted. Inhale, arms rise, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, chest to thighs, head is heavy. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, Ardha Uttanasana. You can always bring your hands to a block here. Trying to keep the spine long. Stepping back to plank pose. Option to drop to your knees here. Really pressing down through the palms, reaching back through the heels, trying to create one straight line through your spine. Low belly drawing up and in. Feel the space in between your shoulder blades spread out. Keep breathing. Slowly lower all the way down to your belly. Keep your elbows tucked into your rib cage. Untuck the toes. Coming into Sphinx pose. Arms come into number 11s. Pressing down through your forearms as you pull your elbows back towards your rib cage. Slightly pulling your hips forward. Feel the lower back begin to activate. Really active legs here. Keep breathing. Slowly lower down. Press up through high plank. Downward facing dog. Bending the knees, gaze forward. Travel top of mat. Jump, step, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, arms rise, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, Tadasana, reach high. Exhale, forward fold, chest to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale, Chaturanga, lower halfway or less. Option, drop to the knees, elbows stayed glued to your ribs. Upward facing dog, pull the heart forward, shoulders draw back. Only your palms and tops of your feet are touching your mat. Down dog, hips come high. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale, travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, moving a little faster. Inhale, arms rise, Tadasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank, flowing through a vinyasa. Take an inhale here. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Exhale to travel. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise, Tadasana. Exhale to chair pose. Now from your chair pose, really press your weight into your heels. If this is uncomfortable on your shoulders, you can bring your hands to heart center. Imagine like you're sitting in a chair. Trying to keep your heart lifted, low belly staying active. Extending through your hands. Maybe see if you can sit just a little bit lower. Forward fold, chest to thighs. Halfway lift. Step back to plank, flowing through a vinyasa, working through sun B's. Chaturanga. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg comes high, three-legged dog, opening up through the hip, rolling out through the ankle, maybe rolling out through the knees, whatever feels good here. Come back to a three-legged down dog, squaring the right hip down, equal weight in both hands. Take an inhale, exhale, low lunge, preparing for warrior one. Back foot's at a 45-degree angle, sealing with your mat. Inhale to rise. Squaring your shoulders and your hips to the front of the mat. This is uncomfortable for you. Bring your right foot to the edge of your mat. That can help with tight hips. Keep breathing, relaxing the shoulders. Hands frame your right foot, low lunge. Step back to plank and flow through a vinyasa, chaturanga. Up dog, downward facing dog. On the other side, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. Open up the hip on this side, bending in and out of the knee, rolling out through the ankle, whatever movement you need on this side. Then come back to a three-legged down dog. Square the left hip down, flexing through the foot. Low lunge, left foot steps in between your hands. Prepare for warrior one. Back foot again at a 45-degree angle. Rising up nice and tall. Left knee stacking over your left ankle. Adjusting the hips and shoulders as needed. Keep breathing here. Low lunge, hands frame the left foot, step back to plank, flow through a vinyasa. Chaturanga, up dog on your inhale, exhale, down dog. We'll take one more sun B a little faster, one breath to one movement. Bend the knees, gaze forward, exhale, travel. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale to fold. Inhale, arms rise, Tadasana. Exhale to chair pose. Taking an inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, step back to plank and flow through a vinyasa. One breath to one movement, meeting in a down dog. Inhale, right leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge, right foot in between your hands. Inhale, warrior one to rise. Exhale, low lunge, hands frame the right foot, step back to plank, flowing through a vinyasa. Meeting in a down dog. Inhale, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Inhaling, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, low lunge, hands frame the left foot, step back to plank and flow through a vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, exhale, down dog. Inhaling the right leg nice and high, three-legged dog. Flexing through the foot, equal weight in both hands. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, shift forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to lizard. Right foot steps to the outside of your right hand. Option to keep your left leg lifted or drop the left knee down. We'll be here for a few rounds of breath. Really pulling your right knee into your right tricep. Use props here to help you. You can come onto the tall edge of the block underneath your hands. Maybe bring your forearms down to a block. Or you can always bring your arms down to your mat if you're feeling open. But be gentle here with your body, allowing your body to expand when it's ready. Returning to an active lizard. If you're not in one already, tuck the left toes underneath. Left leg comes high. Low lunge, right foot, heel, toes in between your hands, chest stays lifted. Pressing back through the left heel. Grounded twist, left hand plants as your right arm reaches up nice and high. Trying to stack the shoulders, pulling your thighs in towards one another. Reach up nice and high, maybe gaze up towards the sky. Low lunge, hands frame the right foot. Crescent warrior, slowly rise to stand. Keeping a bend in your right knee, stacking it over your ankle. Biceps next to your ears, relaxing the shoulders. Open arm twist, right arm sweeps back. Option to bring your left hand to the outer edge of your right knee, maybe gazing over your right shoulder. Keep twisting, keep breathing. Coming back to crescent warrior. Open up warrior two, left foot seals down with your mat. Once you get here, take some movement in the hips, bending in and out of the knees, rolling out through the shoulders, the arms. Then find stillness in your warrior two. Stacking the right knee over your right ankle, reaching long in both directions. Reverse your warrior, flip the front palm, reach up and back. Keep the bend in your front knee. Gently placing the left hand on your left leg. Extended side angle. Right arm to the inside of your ankle, your calf. Maybe bringing your hand to a block to help you. Reaching the left hand up high towards the sky. Reverse your warrior, reaching up and back, keeping the front leg the same. Low lunge, hands cartwheel down to frame the right foot. Step back to plank and flow through a vinyasa, chaturanga, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Taking that on the left side. Inhale, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. Keeping the foot nice and strong. Exhale, left knee, left elbow, shift forward. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale to lizard. Left foot steps to the outside of your left hand. Option is stay lifted here, or you can drop your right knee down, untucking the right toes. Using blocks here if that feels good. Bringing it underneath your hands, your forearms. Really pulling your left knee in towards your left tricep. Keep trying to lengthen through the spine. Again, steady breath. A couple more rounds of breath. If you're not in an active lizard already, begin to return by tucking the right toes underneath. Right knee comes off your mat. Low lunge, left foot, heel, toes in between your hands. Find your strength in your feet. Grounded twist, right hand plants. Left arm reaches up high towards the sky. Try to stack your shoulders here, creating one straight line through your fingertips. Keep pulling your left knee in towards your midline. Low lunge, left hand frames your foot. Rising up, crescent warrior, pressing through your feet. Left knee stacks over your ankle. Reaching up nice and high through your fingertips. Taking an inhale. And exhale, left arm sweeps back for a twist. Maybe bringing your right hand to the outer edge of your left knee to twist a little bit deeper into the lower spine. See if you can soften through the left shoulder. Returning to crescent warrior through center. Open up warrior two on this side. Right foot seals with your mat. Make adjustments here for your hips, for your arms. And find stillness in your warrior two. Relax the shoulders. Gaze over your front hand. Reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Legs stay the same. Gently placing your back hand on your back leg. Extended side angle. Left hand to the inside of your ankle, your calf or a block. Trying to open through the right shoulder. Reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Low lunge, hands cartwheel down to frame the left foot. Step back to plank and flow through a vinyasa. We'll take that one round, one breath to one movement, moving a little faster, but taking out a few things. Inhale, right leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Grounded twist, left hand plants as your right arm reaches up high. Low lunge, hands frame the right foot. Crescent warrior, reach up nice and high, bending into the right knee. Nice job. Open arm twist, right arm sweeps back. Coming back through center, crescent warrior. Open up warrior two, bending into the right knee. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, reverse and reach back. Exhale, extended side angle. Right hand to the inside of your ankle or calf. Reach up high with that left hand. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Hands cartwheel down to frame the right foot. Step back and flow through a vinyasa. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. Grounded twist, right hand plants, left arm reaches up nice and high. Exhale, low lunge. Rising up, crescent warrior, nice and strong on your inhale. Exhale, open arm twist, left arm sweeps back. Nice job. Inhale, crescent warrior through center. Open up warrior two, bending into your left knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Legs stay the same. Exhale, extended side angle, reach up nice and high. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, low lunge, hands cartwheel down. Frame the left foot, step back, and flow through a vinyasa or meet us in a down dog. From your downward facing dog, take a full deep belly inhale. Open mouth exhale. Inhale, right leg comes high. Exhale, low lunge, moving into one-legged Tadasana. Drawing the left knee into your chest to stand. Maybe you take a couple steps to get there. Testing your balance as you press through your right heel. Flexing through the left foot once you're standing. Again, draw the biceps next to the ears, reach up nice and high. Slowly, warrior three. Kicking the left heel back. Pressing through your foot as you draw your body parallel to your mat. You can bring your hands to heart center to help stabilize you and for balance. Also, bending into the right knee is going to help you. Stepping back to crescent warrior. Nice job. Take your time, no rush. Opening up to warrior two. Moving into triangle pose, straighten through your right leg. Left hip draws back. Arms come out to a T. Reach your right hand as far forward as you can, creating as much length through your spine. And then drop your right hand down to the inside of your ankle, your calf. Maybe bring your right hand to a block. You can bring it on the tall or short side. Trying to stack the shoulders here in line. Still lengthening through the spine. From your triangle pose, take a couple breaths. And inhale to reverse your triangle. Keep the legs the same. Reach up and back with your right hand, opening up through your right side body. Low lunge, hands cartwheel down to frame the right foot. Left heel spins up. Returning to a one-legged Tadasana. Draw the left knee into your chest, flexing through the left foot. Moving into tree pose here. Sole of the left foot conceal with your calf. Kickstand on the ground or come to your inner thigh, trying to avoid the knee joint. Hands can come to heart center. Or you can extend your arms out long to let your branches grow. If you want to test your balance a little bit further, maybe try closing the eyes and see how that feels. Keep breathing. Slowly release out of your tree pose, bringing both feet to your mat. Give yourself a nice shake. Inhale, arms rise, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold, chest to thighs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, low lunge. One-legged Tadasana on this side. Grounding through your left heel as you draw your right knee into your chest. Take your time. Maybe take a couple steps to get there. Flexing through the right foot and then drawing the biceps next to your ears. Keep your hips nice and even. Moving into warrior three. Grounding through the left heel as you slowly kick your right heel back. Trying to bring your body into a capital letter T. Keep breathing here, full breaths. Option to bring your hands to heart center or extend them long in front of you. Nice job, almost there. With control, slowly step back, crescent warrior. Open up warrior two. Moving into triangle on this side. Straighten through your left leg, pull the right hip back. Reach left fingertips as far forward as you can, lengthen through your spine. And then drop the left hand down to the ankle, to the calf, to a block. Knowing that this side could be a lot different. And try to let your shoulders open just a little bit more. Gazing up towards the sky if that feels good on your neck. Keeping the legs the same. Inhale to reverse your triangle, reaching up and back, open up through your left side body. Low lunge, hands cartwheel down to frame the left foot. Coming into a one-legged Tadasana. Moving into tree pose on this side. Right sole of your foot again can come to your calf, kickstand on the ground or your inner thigh. Keeping hands at heart center. Or maybe allow your arms to extend long. You can try swaying your branches side to side, testing your balance. Couple more breaths. Slowly release. Right leg comes down. Give yourself a nice shake. Inhaling, arms rise up nice and high, Tadasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Option to flow through one final vinyasa. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg comes high, open up through the hip. Moving into a sleeping pigeon. Right knee to your right wrist, pulling your shin through. Untuck the left toes as you drop your left knee down. Gazing back at your left leg. Make sure your foot is directly behind your glute. You can stay lifted here, or you can take an inhale to lift the heart and lift the chest. Take a baby back bend. Using your exhale to crawl yourself down to your mat. You can use a block to place underneath your forearms, your chest, or even your forehead. If your hip is feeling really tight, you can bring the block underneath your right hip, or even just try adjusting your right shin a little bit to find comfort. Using this pose to restore yourself. Trying to release any tension you're still holding on to in your body. Relaxing the forehead, the jaw. Try to just breathe really deeply. Remember what brought you to class today. Maybe try reaching your fingertips a little bit further forward, lengthening through the spine a little bit more. Couple more rounds of breath. Slowly begin to exit your pigeon. Tucking the left toes underneath. Right leg comes high. Take any counter movements you need here. Maybe roll out through the hip, through the ankle. Meeting back in a downward facing dog. Pedal out through the heels a little bit. Taking down the left side. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, left knee to left wrist. Pulling the shin through. And tuck the right toes. Right knee comes to your mat. Making sure your right heel is directly behind your glute. Staying lifted here. We're taking an inhale to lift the heart, lift the chest, take a little back bend. Exhaling to crawl yourself down to your mat. Using a block anywhere that it's needed. Or maybe bringing your forehead right down to your mat. Right away, see if there's any tension you can release. Sending breath into your hip. Trying to not let any thoughts seep in. Giving yourself these next few moments. Slowly begin to exit your sleeping pigeon, tucking the right toes underneath. Left leg comes high. Take any counter movements on this side, rolling out through the hip, through the ankle. Meeting back in a down dog. Coming through a tabletop, swinging the heels around. We'll be meeting on our backs. So once you're ready, as slowly as you can, arms extend out long, lower all the way down to your back. Little last bit of core activation. You might want to have a block handy for this next round of poses. We'll take a couple of back bends here. Moving into bridge, draw your heels into your glutes as close as you can, palms face down towards your sides, thumbs facing you. Pressing down through your heels, lifting the hips up high towards the sky. You can bring a block to your lower back if you want to take a more restorative pose. Otherwise, keep pressing through your heels, reaching your hips up nice and high, pressing into your upper arms. Keep breathing. Seeing if you can reach your hips just a little bit higher. Keeping your neck exactly where it is. Slowly lower your hips down to your mat. Giving your spine a moment to reset. We'll take one more round of that. When you're ready, pressing down into your heels, reach your hips up high towards the sky. Maybe this time you roll your shoulders underneath you a little bit, palms come to touch. Getting a little bit higher through the hips and the heart. Gently squeezing the glutes. If you took a bind, slowly release your hands. And then gently bring your hips down to your mat. Again, giving the spine a moment to neutralize before taking movement. And when you're ready, take some windshield wipers, left to right, knees go left to right, releasing the lower back. Drawing the knees into your chest, give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Taking an inhale. And on your exhale, let your legs fall over to the left for a gentle supine twist. Arms can come out to a T or goalpost arms, a 90-degree bend. You can bring your left hand to the outer edge of your right knee to twist a little bit deeper. Using a slow and steady breath. Drawing the knees back through center. Take an inhale, and exhale, legs fall over to the right, stacking the knees on top of one another. Left arm coming out to a T or a goalpost arm. Maybe bringing your right hand to the outer edge of your left knee. Try to keep both shoulders planted on your mat. Slowly draw your knees through center. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. And then bring yourself into a happy baby, just like we did in the beginning of class. Hands coming to the outside or the insides of your feet. Maybe gently swaying side to side here, just noticing how this feels different from it did in the beginning of class. Option is straighten through one leg, then the other, maybe both legs. When you're ready, slowly release your hands from your feet, coming into Shavasana. Let your feet fall long, palms facing up towards the ceiling, feet falling open, adjusting your shoulders as needed. Really allow yourself to sink into your mat here. These last few moments are yours. Give your jaw a nice wiggle. Release the tongue from the roof of your mouth and relax your brow. Taking deep, full breaths. Begin to invite awareness back into your breath, and then back into your body, starting with small movements, fingers, toes, wrists and ankles, Eventually taking a full body stretch, pointing through the toes, reaching through the fingertips, rocking the head side to side, staying here for a brief moment or rolling to your side to the fetal position. Taking this time to thank yourself for showing up onto your mat today, dedicating time to yourself, to your practice, allowing yourself to focus on your breath. Slowly press yourself up into a seated position, keeping your eyes gently closed, palms coming to heart center, Anjali Mudra, thumbs coming to your heart. Ending our practice with one final breath. Exhale out all the stale air in your belly. Open mouth release. Deepest inhale of your day. Open mouth exhale. Option to draw your thumbs to your third eye center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with myself and everyone else who has joined us. The light in me honors the light inside of each and every one of you. Namaste.